Texans 2024 offseason has commenced. It sucks. We got eliminated in the divisional round, but we're going to get into this Texans 2024 season as a whole. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of TheLead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. You won't find anybody with more passion speaking about your favorite Houston sports teams than this guy right here. Astros, Rockets, Texans. I try to do it all. So go down in the comment section. Let me know, how do you feel about this Texans 2024 season? The biggest question is, and let me know in the comment section. You know I'll reply. Let me know in the comment section. Man, I hate saying this. Was the 2024 season for the Houston Texans fair, successful, underachieved? However you feel about the season in its totality, let me know in the comment section. I got something I don't think fans are going to like, and it is what it is. We all have disagreeing opinions. It's all good, you know. Still appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the channel. We are past 12,000 subscribers. We are well on the way towards 15,000 subscribers, guys. We are less than 3,000 away from that goal. So again, super appreciative of every single one of y'all that has liked, commented, and subscribed. Go ahead and get down there. While you're in the comment section, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for the notifications to turn on. You won't want to miss anything that's going on. Astros, Rockets, Texans, I'm going to stay on top of it as much as I can. I will try as best as possible. We got some big things happening on this channel, and I legitimately mean that. We definitely got some big things happening. Little rental contract in the works, so y'all take that as a little nugget, and y'all can feed off that. But let me know, man, the Texans 2024 season, how do you feel about it? Look, before the season started, we had a lot of hype about this team. We all thought that this was going to be the year the Houston Texans could make an appearance in the AFC Championship game, and a lot of us even thought Super Bowl. You know, I get it. You added Stephon Diggs. You brought in Joe Mixon. The offensive line's fully healthy. You got the defense adding some big-time pieces as well. D'Amico Ryan, C.J. Stroud year 2, following off of his amazing year 1 rookie year. Didn't go exactly as planned. And when you take a look at this regular season, big sigh. The Houston Texans were very underwhelming, considering the hype entering this season. But context matters, right? And when I look at this season and where they finished in the divisional round, a team that we pretty much packed up around week 10, week 11, that, okay, this team's not going to go to the lengths that we want them to go. They're not going to finish in the Super Bowl. They're not going to finish in the AFC Championship game. A lot of us believe that. Whether or not we wanted to admit it as fans, absolutely tough to admit, me being one of them. But I also knew that, as well as everybody, it's going to be an extremely difficult task for the Texans to land into an AFC Championship appearance. And the root of that was because of the offensive line. Like, the offensive line is the baseline sentence of the Texans 2024 failure. The Texans offensive line failed and disrupted this whole season. The offense was horrible. We could talk about Bobby Sloyd. We could talk about C.J. Stroud. We could talk about D'Amico Ryans. All we want, Chris Strausser. But ultimately, the O-line derailed this offense, and it derailed the 2024 season, really ruined a damn good year that you had from this defense, and really it ruined a good year of C.J. Stroud's rookie contract. You know, I know he didn't play to the best abilities, but when you look at it in context, the offensive line sucked. They didn't do their job. CJ continues to get sacked. He got sacked way more this year than he did last year. That led to him mentally just being fucked as a quarterback, because now he's hearing footsteps, because the offensive line oh, look, we actually are blocking. And CJ's like, I don't know because I'm already in a fetal position. Like, that is what's upsetting. Bobby Slowick, the selective play calls could be better overall. A below average offensive coordinator in his second year. And that's the biggest thing is the Houston Texans are only at this 2 years in. We exceeded the expectations year one, that our expectations are a lot higher now for this team, where in realistic, point of views, year three is supposed to be the year that you make this leap, you make this jump. The Texans, you can say, are ahead of schedule, but they have some things they have to fix. We all know that is the offensive line. This season overall, you had injuries to Tank Dell. You had an injury to Stephon Diggs that really hurt because last year you had Nico Collins and a bunch of nobodies. And then you fast forward to yesterday. Well, guess what? You had Nico Collins and a bunch of nobodies. So, Hutch, Mechie, they tried, Robert Woods is a veteran, but he didn't do much either. This Texans team needs to look at some wide receivers, whether or not they want to bring back Stephon Diggs. I wouldn't mind it. Tank Dell is probably going to miss the whole year next year. You got to look at wide receivers. You got to look to improve these guys. You got to look to replace these guys as well. You got to look at tight end. Dalton Schultz is not a five-headed monster kind of guy. Should have never been in those conversations from CJ Stroud's comments before the season. Overall, D'Amico Ryans, I thought he had a fair year, and I thought the Houston Texans, to answer the question, actually achieved the expectations of what was going on this year. To me, with the offensive line being horrible and the offense just not doing absolute shit, I thought, well, if you make it to the divisional and you lost to the Kansas City Chiefs and you only lost to them by 9, overall, that's not a bad way to end your season considering what we had to go through this year as an offense. I mean, it was tough to watch at times. So, considering that as my context, I would say this is a fair season. But in reality, with the hype coming in and everything that was around this Houston Texans team and everyone, claiming to them to be the next team to possibly take out the Kansas City Chiefs, definitely an underwhelming season. Year 3, you got to make some moves. You got to make some big things happen. The Texans have to take that next step. That next step is the very least an AFC championship game. That is the next step for this team. They got to get it going. They got to get it moving. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.